Welcome to Zoom-Sci in the kitchen.
I bet you heard of the nursery rhyme, Little Miss Muffet. Remember how she sat on her tuffet, eating her curds and whey? I've known this nursery rhyme since I was little, but I've never known what curds and whey were. Well, today, Jody F. of Halifax, Nova Scotia in Canada sent us a way we can find out.
Okay, add 4 teaspoons of white vinegar to 1 1/2 cups of skim milk. Microwave your mixture for about a minute.
Here, I'll get it.
Thanks. Okay. If you're not allowed to use a microwave, make sure to ask an adult to help you.
After the minute, your milk and vinegar should look like this. This one's already cool. Here's what happened to the milk. By adding the vinegar, I created a chemical reaction which made the milk separate into 2 parts. The curds are the solid, and the liquid is the whey. Now when I stir the mixture, it becomes one blob.
Kind of gross. All the globs in there.
Okay. When I strain the mixture, the blob becomes a lump. Oops.
Whoa.
Fast.
It feels like rubber.
Yeah, I know. It's really squishy, too. Here, let's see if it bounces.
Okay.
Squeeze out the extra.
Extra.
Okay, ready? A little bit.
Doesn't.
Kind of. See? Kind of goes up a little bit. Not really at all.
The protein in the curds make it act like rubber. If you leave it out, it will harden and look like this. There's a ball that's hard.
You know?
It's a hand and
star. Neat. 100 years ago, people took milk and used it like this to make plastic.
Later in the show, we'll show you another way to separate a liquid into parts when we turn cream into butter. Buttermilk.
All you need is to put some cream into a jar and screw the lid on. Make sure you screw the lid on very tightly because you don't want the cream to fly all over the place. And then start shaking.
The cream has little globs of fat and protein. When we shake the jar, the fat and protein move around in the cream and they stick together.
Keep shaking until you see that the cream thickened. In about 10 minutes, you'll have butter. Since it's pretty boring to watch us just shake this jar back and forth, we're going to speed up the action for you. Okay. Okay, let's strain it. Oh, there's all the buttermilk. Here.
I'm gonna have to poke it.
Come out. Ooh, that looks really good.
I know, it does.
Whoa, we made a lot.
I know, we did make a lot.
Okay.
Do you want to try it?
Sure.
Grab a cracker.
Looks like real butter.
I know.
Here, thanks. Mmm. Really good.
Does it taste like butter?
Exactly the same. Isn't that good?
Hey, it is real butter.
When we shook the jar, the fat and protein globs hit and stuck together, forming a larger and larger glob. Now we have one large glob, butter. The extra liquid left over is buttermilk.
So we know that we can separate cream into 2 parts.
Earlier, you saw that by adding vinegar to milk, the milk separated into 2 parts to make a plastic glob. So we know that we can separate cream and milk, but can we turn them back together? So how do you think we should turn the plastic blob into milk and to turn the butter back into cream?
Since vinegar was an acid and we put that in there, what if we try, like, maybe putting a base, maybe baking soda
Okay.
on the thing? Just, like, sprinkle it on?
Okay. So what do you think the baking soda is going to do to the...
I think, well, my prediction is that it's going to turn all, like, goopy again once you pour it on.
So then after we put the baking soda in, you can do that.
Okay.
Sprinkle it on, then we should pour it,
mix it.
pour it in here, right?
Okay, let's try it.
And then maybe it will start to, like, melt in there a little bit.
Maybe. Do you want to kind of, like, stir it around?
Okay.
A little bit?
Let's see. What if the baking soda's gonna do it? See how it's doing.
Maybe.
Do you need a little more, or do you think that's good?
I don't know. I think, do you want to let it, like, sit maybe for a little while? Maybe?
And then go to the butter and then come back to it?
Okay.
Okay. So, how do you think we should turn this butter back into cream?
Maybe if we melt it and put it back into the buttermilk?
So, here's our melted Cool's butter.
Cool. Do you want to pour it into the buttermilk?
Okay. Let's see if this works.
Whoa, it
looks
changed all color.
It looks like oil.
I know.
So,
Do you want to stir it around?
yeah. It might work.
I know.
Okay, so...
It's still, like, it's still buttery. It doesn't really look like cream. Cream's not yellow.
Let's try it, see if it tastes like cream at all.
Alrighty.
Nope, definitely not.
Yeah,
It tastes exactly like butter.
Do you want to try on our glob?
Okay. Oh, no, that didn't work.
I know.
Wow, it's really hard to change them back.
I know.
We don't know if we can change the plastic blobs back into milk or the butter back into cream. What do you think?
If you have any ideas, send them to Zoom.